Do you find it just astonishing that of all the ways that God could choose to reach out to us, of all the ways that God could have saved humanity, he chose to do this? In his infinite wisdom, he chose to send a baby, not a grown man, not an obvious Messiah, not a soldier or a king, but an infant, helpless, defenseless, vulnerable infant, susceptible to all the harms of the world. He made himself vulnerable. He disarmed us by his defenselessness. Listen, the incarnation of God, coming in the flesh of a baby, is the supreme manifestation of the law of the universe and the message of salvation intertwined with one another. The helpless, vulnerable baby was the fullness of God in our midst. And this is a very radically different revelation. So for you, can it be true that the fullness of God can be incarnated as a helpless baby rather than as a powerful king? Can it be true for you that the fullness of God can be that dependent? Can the fullness of God in your mind and in your world be that vulnerable? Maybe what we're supposed to be asking ourselves is this: is this God's idea of what love and compassion look like? It's an act of love when any single one of us allow ourselves to be vulnerable before one another. It's an act of love when any one of us allow ourselves to be vulnerable before God. It's about allowing yourself to be loved. It's about not holding on to your own sense of control and your own sense of power. What are you going to do with this idea, with this reality of God incarnate as baby, as a helpless, defenseless, vulnerable baby?